Yo, what is up with it to the stream? Here we are, Melee It On Me, episode 3 of season 4, entitled On Cloud 9. It's good to be back. Haven't had a show in two long weeks. What's up with it to the Melee It On Me crew?
What's up with it to you, Bobby?
Man,
How are you doing? Let's start with you this time.
Oh
you know?
my God, start with me? I'm doing great, man. If you look at our agenda at tinyurl.com/melee-it-on-me, you will see that there is all amazing news for us to share with our beloved Melee community. So I'm in a great mood, man.
Fantastic.
I got a nice T-shirt on. It's really warm in NorCal. It's like in the 90s.
Yeah.
There's a tornado warning on Monday in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
As well there should be.
This is stuck in a basement of my workplace for about 2 hours.
Consider yourselves warned. Dude,
Yeah.
Oh my God, wait a second, though. Look at who is in the call right now. This is the classic Melee It On Me. This is me, Joe Guy, Sheridan, Prague, and Mango.
Yo, what's the order
Dream team.
of seniority here? You and Prague, then Sheridan, then Mango, and myself, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's been a while since I was the newest member, like, on a show.
hmm
Yeah, that's true.
I let you guys work out the kinks for, like, an entire season. I was like, that's gonna be a buster show for a season. I'll
The
join season 2.
Buster Show.
Yeah.
I think we should go back and watch the worst episode ever one of these days.
I've watched it on YouTube.
I watched it
and
once.
It is so bad.
It's so bad, dude. The worst episode ever. The worst part of the worst episode ever was that Mango, every 5 seconds, was like, this episode sucks. So, like, any momentum that I had, he was just like, man, this sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's like at any moment you can tell like it's really, really bad, but you just need someone to say it, and then Mango comes in and says that exact thing.
I know. And the chat the whole time was like, what are these guys talking about? When are they going to play Melee? I was like, and then Mango actually said it, and I was like, oh, there goes the YouTube archives. Those are even ruined. What's up with it, Rob? Let's start with the oldest new member of Melee.
Oldest new member?
How's it going, man? How's the past 2 weeks been?
I'm good. I went to that Toronto tournament, get on my level,
Which we will talk about shortly.
and I found out what it feels like to be M2K at an airport. That's what it
Oh
felt
my
like.
God.
Because my phone doesn't work in Canada, and
Yeah.
I guess I could have used like WhatsApp or something like that, but I was lazy. I was like, nah, we'll just go with it. And then I was supposed to pick up Mango from the Toronto airport. Get to the airport. My plan is to park on the curb and use the Wi-Fi from the airport. Then go on Facebook chat and then message Mango.
Mhm.
Well, the Wi-Fi didn't work. Then it did work for like 2 seconds, but then I had some stupid like 2-step verification for my Facebook, which required my cell phone to be working.
Yep.
So I was like, God fucking damn it.
That sucks.
No way to contact Mango. Go park in the parking garage. I'm like, I'm just going to walk through ground transportation and hope that I get lucky. Just pray to God that Mango's in here. And,
Did you?
yep, dude, 5 minutes, found him.
Sick.
We got really lucky.
What was he
Yeah.
wearing that you found him so easily? Was he like looking like classic Mango?
No, dude, I just took the optimal route. I was like, yo, floor plan, I'm going to do this TO style, taking this route. He's got to be here within the next like 10 minutes.
Amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Good work, Rob.
Yeah,
Only
Thank
you.
thank you.
Who's the next? Who's the next oldest? Mango, what's up, dude? I didn't want to go to you yet, but what's up, man? How are you feeling? Do you
Dude,
have
I'm feeling-
any news over the past 2 weeks for the fans?
Doing great. Wait. Check something out in the Twitch chat real quick.
Uh-oh.
I like to say that.
Oh!
I just showed you 9. It was a good run.
It was a good run.
Rip
Lots
in
of
peace.
laughs. Lots of laughs. Lots of great times, but it had to go.
That is a sick Twitch username.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got it. I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Why do I not see anything?
In the Twitch
In the
chat?
Twitch chat?
Oh, I'm in this group chat thing.
Scrub.
Oh, I was like, man, there is nobody talking. We are really dead right now.
We have
Okay.
the Alien Army group chat, so that's cool. I want to invite a bunch more people, by I probably can't do it in the middle of the show.
That's a really cool and long overdue feature. It's gonna be really
Yeah.
really useful.
Yeah, I think we should add a bunch of Smashers and have like an ongoing Smash chat. That would be so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Who
Is it like persistent forever or?
Nice.
With it?
so long as so long as it's not chatted in for like, I don't know, a million years or something like that.
Yeah. Is it like associated with a channel, or is it just it's just out there in the ether and
It's an
everybody?
ether.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is technically owned by me, so it's attached to my account, but not.
Because anytime there's a Smash stream of, I'd say over like 4,000 viewers, it is just impossible to.
Yep.
Like I don't even try to deal with that. It's like
Mhm.
messages moving too fast.
All right, so we're gonna somebody else talk, and I'm gonna make a Google form so that people can add their Twitch usernames, and I can just add people to the.
All right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sheridan, how you doing, man? Wait, Mango, what's up, dude? What what else? Any other information?
Nothing. I've been winning all these tournaments and I'm sponsored. Everything's
Yeah, you got
great.
sponsored. That's not a small thing. What do you mean? I've nothing. You're not Melee on me Mango anymore, dude.
You know, I'm not even supposed to be on the show, maybe. They're going to come yell at me any second now.
No
that's
way.
not true.
Dude.
They're probably so happy that you're on the show.
Exactly. I think it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Aren't you required to do some like stream stuff?
Yeah, they're going to be like, don't be hanging out with those non-esport busters anymore.
Wow.
Wow.
Damn.
Dude, I expect that if they call your old team busters, that you'll be like, you know what, Cloud9, I don't want any.
I got married on me back. They won't pass mouth together.
Yeah, you got our back, dude. I trust you.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's as great as you think it is. I can't give too much information about like my contract and stuff, but it's pretty sweet for the player. My contract.
Yeah,
Nice.
nobody asked you.
So I'm saying. That's
Don't ask me.
all you need to know, dude.
Yeah, it's all good, dude.
Dude, I'm so excited about it. That's why I got to bring it up when I can.
I'm sure we'll be hearing about it.
Well, you'll hear about it.
I've already heard about it.
Yeah, everyone heard about it. If you hang out with me, you'll hear about it.
Prague, how are you doing? I'm taking over for Bobby.
Thanks, man. I'm busy.
Oh, man.
How are you living?
It's going pretty well. Actually, I made a rare stream appearance last night doing some commentary on Team Spooky for Marvel. Not too much because, oh my god, I get
Nice.
so commentate.
Are those? I'm subscribed to him on YouTube. Are those uploaded already? Because I'll check them out.
I have no idea. I wouldn't recommend checking them out. They weren't good. The matches were pretty good, though. Flux and King Blue River, of course, two Titans. I got 5th. I'm very proud of myself.
Oh my god.
Out of 8. I beat this guy, though, more Doom named Vi. It's pretty funny. And, everything's been going well. Been on vacation from Smash for a little bit, but hopefully making my return to an event next week. With
How's
Justice
your,
in New York.
How's doing commentary in like other arenas besides Smash? Is it really difficult, or can you hold your own? Do you think?
I mean, at this point, if I have that understanding, like I do understand enough Marvel, I understand maybe enough League to kind of carry it around and play support, but I definitely can't lead unless it's a match. I know.
I bet that was
Absolutely.
so hard.
Some people
God.
criticized
God,
him
yeah.
for like, oh, you don't know the nuances, but I mean, I was really impressed by
I think,
how much.
yeah,
I
he
thought
did
it
a
was good.
fantastic job. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he really complimenting that too, Prague. Like, if we had anyone else, I don't know if it would turn out the same.
Yeah, evil commentary was pretty good considering. I thought it was really good.
Pretty solid.
Mhm.
Thanks, James
Yeah.
Chen. Dude, so, all right, hang on, wait. Who's left? Who has not said
Speaking
hello
of,
to the stream yet?
James Chen shouts to your new coworker, Mike Ross.
Yeah,
he
dude,
didn't
I was
arrest me
just,
last
okay,
night.
he came to arrest you.
And Spooky Stream Chat.
Oh my god.
Officer Mike Ross.
Did you get imprisoned? Did you
Goddamn
get slash
Twitch
time
chat.
outage?
Free Prague.
Yeah, man,
Hashtag
he wants-
Prague.
Free
Yeah.
talk, dude. So shout outs to James Chen as well they did I forget what show it was, but it was like, one of the Ultra Chen TV shows on I think Monday, and they had special guest Mike Ross. It was just James Chen and Mike Ross, and they were talking about Street Fighter stuff, which I now find interesting. But then they moved on to Melee, and they were just talking about how we're making like all the right moves and how we're riding the documentary, kind of like we're doing an amazing job following after Evo, and that like how big of a deal it is that we have teams like EG, and especially like a true esports team like Cloud9 looking into Melee. Like that's a really big deal. So they were talking about
Agreed.
that, and that was cool to hear. Mike Ross said he's most excited to see what happens with the Cloud9 sponsorship and where that goes.
In terms of what?
It's just like it's interesting to see teams like that. What are the other Cloud9 teams? They have a league team, right? They have presumably. I mean, I actually don't know what else. They have a Dota team.
They have a Dota team, a Smite team, I think.
Smite.
Yeah, I think they have.
Smite team, I believe, 2 league teams, at least 2.
Yeah. I think that's what they have.
Yeah, and so like when you think about that, that's not like EG, who is investing a lot in the fighting game community. It's not like I don't know. I think teams that sponsor LoL players, that's like the top tier right now, right? League of Legends is the esport, and so what's up, Matt Demers? I'm gonna add you to our group chat. Oh, I think I already.
Is it Demers or Demers?
Someone.
There's a Sharks player whose last name is Demers.
Demers.
So I'm gonna go
Demers
with that.
sounds a lot funnier. So that's now the name that I'm going to associate him with. Not the
Okay.
pronunciation.
Yeah, LoL, Dota, Smite, and now Super Smash Bros. Melee. And so it's like when finally in 2009 people started saying who are the best Falcons? Well, it's Dark Reign, G-Reg, Silent Spectre, and Scar. I finally have my name next to all my legends, and now it's like Cloud9 has a LoL, Dota, Smite, and Super Smash Bros. Melee team. Like, come on, dude, that's so sick.
It is good.
I like that analogy.
EG has, I know, I always have to make it about me. EG has StarCraft. They have a league team.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's esports.
Yeah.
Well, now
Who
they
doesn't have an
they've had
league team?
Marvel and,
Yeah.
and Street Fighter for. Whoa, what is this website? Oh my god. StarCraft 2, League of Legends, Dota 2. Oh, fighting games. Whoa. Street Fighter, Marvel. Oh, and I guess we'll be added to. And Call of Duty. Oh, okay. Okay. So anyway, yeah. Before then, it was like every game that you would think should have sponsors, but like not us. We were never there, so I don't know. It's just it's a big change from seeing VG Bootcamp, Clash tournaments, and MIOM players
All over the course of 1 year.
Yeah,
Crazy.
truly. When did Empire Arcadia come into the mix with their acquisition?
Well, with Smash, Empire actually has been around for years. DA actually is their Smash sector. So they've definitely got ages, but in terms of under the direct Empire brand, not until 2K, I think that was like maybe 07, 08, maybe even 06.
Dude, by the way, did anybody hear a weird sound just now? It sounded like
Yeah, I
somebody
heard
was
that.
folding a balloon animal. Is that you? Are you making balloon animals for the baby?
No, I'm not.
Craziest sound. I was like, what's going on? So anyway, yeah, in other news, so we have Cloud9, Mango, of course, Curse picked up. So it all started with Team Liquid picking up Ken and Korean DJ. Next was Curse, I think, though there were rumors of EG looking into a player for a long time.
Yeah.
Curse picked up Hungry Box.
Chillin' first.
Chillin.
Right?
First, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And then I heard, I don't know if this is public knowledge or even if it's true, that Mac
Uh-oh.
D is now the player manager for
That's right.
Curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mac D, one of the last people in the world I expected to be sponsored by anyone.
Well,
Well,
what
he's
is-
not sponsored for his gameplay.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
There's a
It
distinction.
sounds like
there.
he's a managerial role.
Mac D, the second worst player to be sponsored by a big team.
Damn.
First worst being Ken. Oh, shots fired.
No, okay. Shout outs to Jace, a Midwest Falcon originating from Kansas. He went
Yeah,
into SSS last weekend and bopped Ken.
Dude, so I
Did he?
haven't seen.
Beat Def. He beat Def and Okami on his way to third place.
Whoa, are you
Ken?
serious?
Def and Okami on his way
Yeah.
to third place at SSS.
Now Jace is good. He was in
Shout
my
out to Jace.
he was in my Evo pool last year. He beat me and Ty, and he got first
And then
place.
he beat Hybrid in the next round.
Kidding me?
Yeah, people don't know about Jace. He's
I
that
know.
Dark Rain Jr. from Kansas.
Yeah, I actually really need to watch that. So I haven't seen it, and I tried to watch it on YouTube today on the train, and they didn't let me. They didn't let
Well,
me.
I'm sorry if I spoiled
It
it.
had to be on Wi-Fi. No, I knew that it was like a crazy set, but I didn't know who won.
Mhm.
But I assumed that Ken lost because, like, when Ken wins,
Ken.
it's like, okay, he's Ken. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah. It was like that in the old days, and now it's like that again. Poor Ken.
Oh well, dude, good stuff, Jace.
Yeah. Shout outs to Jace. For
Oh,
sure.
Crimson Blur's in the chat. Sup, Crimson Buster.
Hey, he wants to come
Shout
on
out to
later to
Smash
talk about
Vault.
the Smash Vault.
No.
You know about that?
Not allowed.
Wow.
Not allowed, dude. I never want that guy back on the show.
Oh my God.
VG Boot Camp, our good friends across the pond. I don't know what I'm talking about. Our good friend
On the
Cal
other coast?
Thompson, yeah, on the other coast, picked up a player after losing tragically. VGBC. Oh wait, let's talk about Dr.
PP.
PP for a minute. Like I
No,
think that's
it's PPMD.
I think
Who
that's
is
one of
Dr. PP?
one of the funniest things to ever happen in Smash. You go from being VGBC Dr. PP, and then like a well-respected team is just like, no. We are literally not taking you if you have that name. I kind of wish that EG Dr. PP existed. Who I think Alucard posted that he was talking to Yipes one day in the elevator, and Yipes like asked
Yeah.
who was one of the great players, who's one of the top players, and Alucard's just like, Dr. PP, and Yipes is like, what? You Smash guys are crazy. Anyway, so yeah,
Shout out to Yipes.
shout out to Yipes. PPMD. I think truly that PPMD was a really cool tag, like in the game.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says PPMD because like we got it and we were like, oh wow, that's really clever. I
Mhm.
think as your standalone tag that stands for nothing, PPMD is a horrible tag.
I
That is a
prefer Dr.
lame
PP.
name. Like he is just some
Sure.
random with 4 letters as a name now.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I would love to have him on and like ask him, how do you feel about this?
Right. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
all of us will understand, but the masses will be just like, who's this fucking 4-letter person?
4-letter person.
That's right, dude. He's still like Doctor of Medicine PP. He is an MD with the tag of PP.
hmm
Anyway, PPMD. I want to read what Fly just wrote. What is he talking about? Fly, what are you talking about, dude?
About sponsorship, it looks like.
Oh.
Oh, did PP say that? Did PP say that?
No. I think this is Fly's opinion on not being on whether he would want to be sponsored or not.
They're gonna look at his tournament history and be like, "Oh, you just lost a scar." No.
And
Damn.
Damn.
and who else did he lose to?
Well,
And
but no,
Dr.
he
Z.
lost to Dr. Z, and they're like, oh, "Okay, I get it. That's amazing." But they're like, "Yo, Scar is that washed up fool?" I take it.
I loved at SCR, Gutex was it?
Yeah.
He was on the mic. He's like, SoCal's finest lost to a retiree.
This guy, dude.
I just loved his
He
reaction.
was number 1 too, right? At the time.
At the
Fly was
time,
number
yeah. I
think
1
so.
power rank.
Yeah.
Never count
first-
Scar out.
See, the first number 1 in the post Mango SoCal era.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, it's not
He
good to be
deserved it,
losing
too.
to Scar when you're in that position.
Not good,
Let
man.
me tell you that.
That's a big hit.
What were you on the last PR, Scar?
People were selling his stock, dude. You remember we were talking about player stock?
Yeah.
That day, everybody was like, fly, sell. There's like a
But
talk show somewhere.
they were
somebody
smart,
smashing.
after everybody
That's smart.
sold, they should have bought it right when it hit that low point, because at the next episode,
Oh
he did,
yeah.
pretty damn
Yo,
well, didn't he?
There's some people who said he wouldn't make top 8 at the next episode. I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah, I mean,
I won't
it's
reveal
too
who
easy.
didn't think
It's
he would
too
get
easy
top
to
8.
look at like one result as indicative of a long-term trend. We all know that like below the top 5, there's just like so much variance that can happen within the next tier or two.
So anyway,
So
VGBC
now that
lost Dr. PP and quickly picked up Japanese sensation Yoshi Monster Amsa. Not the
Kid
one
is dirty.
Amsa, but the other one. The kid is dirty!
Yes, that I'm so.
That's actually one of my favorite clips of all time from anything to ever happen.
I think we can all
It's
agree
great.
with that.
You
Did you
you know
see-
my favorite part, right? Prague already knows, but does anybody else remember my favorite part of that video?
No.
You guys don't remember. It's like it's like right before he says that, you know, Amsa's like, yeah, he's throwing the egg, and like
Yeah.
it's before he gets hit, and Prague's just like, wah, 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 wah. It was the funniest thing, dude. It was like straight out of Scooby Doo, or like I imagine that's what Fred Flintstone says when he starts moving. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. So good, dude. Anyway,
did you see the video they put together, the clips?
Yeah.
Being amazing.
Yeah, it's really just amazing. They picked
Yeah.
every perfect clip that they could have.
Shout outs to Papa Paint. I think
Papa Paint.
He's a very nice nice person for doing all these videos. I think he's probably done like at least one a week for the last who knows how long.
He's a homie for sure.
Yeah, someone linked that video.
All
It's Kage versus Amsa. What an amazing video. And
Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Mango.
I was going to just bring up how salty Kage is, but he hasn't been sponsored yet.
Oh no.
So salty, dude.
That's pretty funny. Dude,
I'm
Shonen,
sure he could get some random comic book store.
Shonen Jump should just sponsor him, and he can be like the Kage or something. He can actually be like the village leader or whatever. Yeah, some comic book store should definitely sponsor Kage.
I mean, you know, Zach and Kevin in NorCal, we just had, you know, Game Center sponsor them until MIOM snagged them.
Did Game Center go under, or are they
They did.
back on their feet?
They did.
No, they went under.
But, well, the guy that owns it has another venue that we have tournaments at now, too.
Okay.
What else? Yeah, Kage should get. I was gonna say Kage should get the red contact lens distributor to sponsor him. Do you remember when he used to go to tournaments with like
Yeah.
the dollar store
And the
vampire
cape?
Yeah.
chief?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the cape and those are good times.
Wow.
And something that I've never brought up on the show, I have to take a fat shot at Chibo Senpai, but I'm sure everybody knows this at this point. But do you guys know that Isaiah was signed by CT, and that Isaiah has to
I barely knew that.
smirch
Yeah.
the most beautiful and most sacred name in the history of Melee by putting 2 letters CT and a bar in front of it? No, this will not stand. Dude, he should he should be ISAI, period.
It should be
But
Isaiah.
are you
Tipo.
do you feel the same way? I mean, I'm sensing something from the Falcon mains
What about
here about this.
No, I don't care. I just think it's Isaiah. I think
Yeah.
I'm going to go to change.org and start a petition. If we get 100 petitions, I want Chibo to release him from this. I'm so mad, dude.
Wow.
Come on.
Just imagine Chibo at his laptop, just like, laughing.
It's like CT Michael Jordan. Come on, dude. It's Michael Jordan. Leave him alone.
Yeah. I guess.
Wow.
Anyway,
Well, in other VGBC news,
go ahead.
we have if you have been subscribed to Gamer's channel, you know that he posted a video asking for subscriptions so that he could begin to do his work full time. And his goal was to hit, what was it? It was 500 subscriptions in the next 30 days or something like that.
Yep.
And he got like 200 on the first day or something.
Yep. Something like that.
And what's the status of it now?
I think he
He's
just
free.
reached the 500 yesterday or something really recent.
Well, that's fantastic. So now he's going to be doing this full time. What he said in the video is, you know, he could have quit his job and done it full time beforehand, but he would just be barely scraping by. And now with these extra subscribers, he's got enough time to, you know, go to all the tournaments or go to the tournaments that he wants to go and produce, you know, a whole bunch more content that he wants to put in. So I'm excited to see, you know, what's
Absolutely. Can
what's
you
the scope for
imagine?
that?
So I think a lot of my friends, just casual, you know, Smash friends who come to Smash Fest only, not tournaments, they're just like, oh, I mean, they all assume Gimmer did it full time already. I'm just like, no, dude, this guy's got a 9 to 5. He does this on his own free time, and they're always like so surprised. So imagine what Gimmer could do and now he will do with like a full time, just focusing on Smash and streaming and content production. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm really
he's had a lot of projects lined up for months now, and he just
Mhm.
never had the opportunity because he has 9 to 5 and he has all these stream obligations. You know,
Yeah.
the first thing he said he wanted to do was the cross counter tutorial video. So, I mean, he's got a lot on his plate, but he has time now. He has a great editor working with him in Power Paint, and he's got a really solid team behind him. So.
Yep. And there's a common, well, I don't know how common it is, but I've heard some people say like, oh, why should we just donate? But wait a minute, it's not really donations. It's helping him get the safety net initially of subscription money so that he can start doing the full-time stuff. And that's 40 hours a week that he is now free to do more content production and streaming. So like this is just the safety net that'll allow him to make that leap of faith. And then like now it's going to be just crazy stuff happening out of VGBC that'll make that subscription worth it for sure.
Definitely. It's an investment, not just in Gamer, but in the Smash community as a
Mhm.
whole. So,
Exactly.
to all you guys that, if you support, you know, if you sub to us, you sub to Gimmer, you sub to Clash, you sub to Smash Studios, so on and so forth, you're not just, you know, you're not just giving, you know, a channel $5. You're really saying that this community matters to you.
Yep.
And that you want to see what we're all doing as one unit to continue and thrive. So thank you all for all the subscribers to any of those
The
channels.
ultimate reinvestment into the community.
Yeah.
Like casuals, they don't need to go to tournaments to reinvest in the community. They can support people like Gimmer. It's really good.
Also, a new sub, a new person in the sub family is twitch.tv/mango. What's up, Mango?
Do I have a sub button?
You should.
Do I have one? I haven't been on my page yet.
Come on, dude. Oh, it looks like you don't have one. But anyway,
No, I don't have-
everybody should follow, because following is free. What was I gonna say about that? Oh, dude, I was so mad at we got Mewtwo King a sub button a while ago, and like I think I did it for him like last month, and he like messaged me 2 days ago, and he was like, "Scar, give me a sub button." Scar, I was like, "Dude, didn't we do that?" And I just checked his channel, and he had it, and he was like, "Oh, well, I've never gone to my channel." I was like, "God damn it, Mewtwo King! Stop asking me to do stuff."
Sounds like Mewtwo King.
So mad at. So congratulations to Gimmer. I'm like so excited to see the future of
yeah.
PG Bootcamp. We've
Mhm.
been friends and partners for a long time, so just super proud of everything that he's been able to do and the ways that we've supported him as a community. Basically what Prague said.
Swag.
So that's that. You ready? Want to move on to our next topic?
Yes,
Yep.
let's keep rolling.
All right,
Mhm.
man. So we're going to talk about one of the big things going on in the Smash world, MLG and MLG Anaheim. So we know we've had a bunch of qualifiers. I guess the first thing is we'll talk about the most recent qualifier, Get On My Level, which
Yeah, let's
was
talk about
a
it.
tournament in Canada.
Please.
And I know nothing more about it.
Yeah, Toronto, Canada, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, or like York, more specifically, York University. It's a suburb of Toronto. So this was a tournament put together by T.O. Joe, and he also had a lot of the Melee TOs in that area help him out, which is nice. And the big draw, at least for the casuals, was probably he got a free venue at York University, and there was a $0 venue fee. So the first major in who knows how long with the $0 venue fee, which had its side effects, but mostly the success of it was they got like 200 plus entrants, which is phenomenal. And
300, I see like 300.
300 like between all games, I think.
Okay.
And Melee was in the 200s for sure.
Okay.
Because there were 32 pools of like 7 or something like that. So that's like around 250, I want to say. 7 or 8 people in each pool, 32 pools. So yeah.
224.
It was 7 or 8 though, so it's like between 224 and 256.
So does that make it the largest Canada tournament in history?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
The second one isn't even close. It's like 120 people. So they shattered records in Canada. Shout outs to them. And like some side effects of the $0 venue fee, I don't like the $0 venue fee at all. I think it should be like at least $10 just because the setup incentives. But we could go over that later. I think we should talk more about the MLG points. We've had enough TOing time with Sheridan and Robin in our last couple of shows.
Yeah.
Jesus, I know.
But how about some of the results from that tournament? I linked the top 64 bracket in the chat.
What were some of the best sets of Get On My Level?
I think it's just starting top down. Grand finals, losers finals. I think those are the two.
Yeah, I think losers finals was probably one that most people, maybe the most talked about so far from what I've heard.
So what were the headlines for that? Sad 2 King losing to H-Box.
He was so sad. Oh my god.
How was that set? I haven't seen it.
I actually haven't seen it either.
I haven't seen it either.
I've only watched Game 5. I'm not gonna lie. I'm completely honest.
It was super back and forth. And
I haven't had a chance to watch the whole set.
Well, Mango saw it. Let's hear what he says.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good set. They were pretty back and forth, and then Meech King had a pretty sizable lead Game 5, and he went for a greedy Meech King up smash on Shield, and he got punished for it, and then he got arrested, and it went all downhill from there. Well, it took freaking Hungrybox like 9 years to rest Fox's up smash out of Shield.
Yeah, Mango taught me that one night in SoCal, and I've been doing it ever since.
You got to get the Shield DI, right?
No, you just had to
No,
Shield
you don't, actually.
That's it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Unless they do it spaced like really well, it's.
I think Falcon has to Shield DI it to get the knee on Fox's up smash, but I'm not 100% sure.
No, man, you just need to have godlike timing.
Damn it. I got to work on my timing.
Back in the day, if you up smash my Shield, you were getting kneed 100% of the time.
I remember that day.
Dude, I was so good at it. Cactuar would up smash me and I would knee him. Will you guys retweet that stuff, by the way?
So how long has it been since Hungrybox beat Mewtwo King? Is this the first time in a long time, or was there one before this?
Okay, so
he took a set off Shuffle, I think.
Yes, he took the first set of grand finals at Shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, he had been like 0-8 since the Big House.
Right, the Big House was the one where he broke through, right?
Yeah, that was the turning point. And that was the first time. I think he was something like 1-12 in his last 13 sets before that. So that's just a crazy losing streak. And then now he's on a huge winning streak, but maybe the tide has turned again. Who knows?
Right. So it's going to be interesting when MLG comes around.
You guys want to talk about the Big Five for a minute?
Yeah.
So I guess Tapo has some predictions for top 15. We can read that. But I want to go through the list. You guys ready? Let's just talk about him. So number 1, Mango on the call right now. I mean, I think that he's got all the momentum. Mango, what do you? How do you feel right now in the landscape of the top 5 players in the world? How do you feel you stack up?
Right now, I feel like I'm getting to old unbeatable Mango status just because I've been playing the game so much, and like now with like the sponsorship, it's like motivated me. So like all I want to do is win, and like I'm super focused. So I'm feeling pretty good. So I think it's gonna be a wrap.
I think that right now, like it's kind of not a question that you're. I think after what was it? Maybe after Apex, everything kind of changed where people were like, maybe it was even before that. People were like, "Whoa, Mewtwo King is the best again. He's beating Mango, right? He's beating Hungrybox now.
Yeah.
He's always beating PP, like
Apex
or like
2013.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came back for Evo, but then you kind of disappeared again, and like you went to a couple tournaments in the Midwest, and it was like, oh, it's just Midwest Mango. He sucks now. So I think that like right now for you, in my opinion, like the uncertainty is between you and PP. Like nobody knows the answer to that question right now, because PP
I
won
know the
Apex. Yeah, I know the answer too. PP won Apex 2014, but let's talk about Dr. PPMD. Where is he right now? Right, he just got picked up by a major team, but what?
He's not going to
when
anything.
Who has he played recently? Like, is
He's
he
just been
looking
acting
as
up.
good as he did at Apex?
See, but the thing with PP is
He's kind of just sitting there jerking it, so hasn't done much.
What'd you say?
he's such a cerebral player and I feel like by having, this might be a disadvantage for a guy like Mango who's playing a lot now, getting more footage out there. This guy likes to study. We know that he was in the Notebook, and I saw it on Netflix. But he does so much work outside of the game.
Yeah.
In terms of downloading and picking up on player habits and whatnot. That I think that actually might bode well for him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that he's definitely a studier. He's like a learner. He's not. He probably. I don't know how much better he gets by like sitting and grinding out the game, which he's probably
Right.
doing in his room anyway, right?
And you know that I didn't witness this myself, but what I heard was that Mewtwo King did not want some of his sets recorded at some tournament so that Dr. PP
Yes.
wouldn't have
This
the
is true.
opportunity.
He's always been like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I started before I was a TO. I helped record, and I could never convince M2K to record any friendlies or even early tournament bracket matches.
Mhm.
So finally, I was like, I'm becoming a TO, so I can force him to do that shit.
The one thing that I'll say about PP on this matter is that I think that like him being like such a cerebral, as you put it, player, like I think that goes both ways where, his intelligence and the way that he thinks can be one of his big advantages. At the same time, I think that his fall from grace from pound 5 to like basically Apex was him being in his own head. That's my feeling on what it
He gets his
was.
own hand a lot for sure.
And I think that like there's a lot of stress with being on top. And I think, like, my opinion is that that's what ruined him in those days. Like, I think that when you look at Mango, right? And I think I talk about Mango a lot, and I think it's for a good reason. Like, Mango, I think you're a fighter, dude. And like, you lose to Wobbles, right? You axe, like you just lose to random people, but you can put it together in losers bracket and still win a tournament. That's why it's so scary when you're a winners bracket, because you don't have enough time to like think about what it's like to lose. But anyway, PP, I remember when he lost to Taj at Genesis 2, I thought that he looked like a man who had lost someone precious to him. He straight up looked like he just got back from mom's funeral.
Oh,
I remember he was
Well,
so
he was
Mom's gone, dude. How will I go on?
he was sick that weekend, I think. And there's also that great picture of he went outside the venue after that loss, and there's a shot of this just open field and
Car
this
has
set
that
of
picture.
bleachers, and it's just PP sitting kind of like this,
Yeah,
like in that picture from behind. Such a great photo.
I heard it.
sorry, what tournament is this?
This was Genesis 2.
Oh, okay. It's going way back.
That's a funny picture.
Yeah, and then like he walked back into the venue and like lost his next set, right?
The Dewan. I don't know if it was the very next one, but he did end up losing to Dewan.
Yeah. So my fear for him, right, and as being part of the Mango Nation, my hope for us is that he kind of, I think that it's possible that if the next major that he's at is one of these gigantic tournaments with everyone, Like, I don't know how he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, but it's been a while since that fateful Genesis
Yeah.
afternoon. So he's had time to, I think, understand himself, right?
I think so. And
Yeah.
as in his most recent interview, he said that he thinks that he's got his like mental stuff under control. But personally, like I've said this to a couple people, I think in confidence, but I don't think it's like a bad thing to say. I think that like the mental battle, one way to lose the mental battle is to think that you've won it. I think that thinking that you've figured yourself out and that from now on you're not going to have any problems with like getting in your own head. I don't think that that's like I've never seen that happen. I think that's an ongoing battle, and like being able to control yourself is like
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people just figure that out. What do you think about that? Does anybody think that I'm onto something here?
I think that makes sense. Because there's so many different situations that you haven't been through that you don't know how you can react necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah. I had the same reaction to Wobbles' blog, which is like, he felt like at Evo, he like overcame his demons. And my feeling reading that was that, I think everybody knows that I think that Wobbles just played consistently and like kept his cool in a way that other players couldn't. I also think that he has a lame character who gets one grab and gets a 0 to death kill. So I felt that like there were a lot of circumstances that played in Wobbles' favor, and with the cards he was dealt, he came out really high on top. He did an amazing job. I'm not trying to say anything bad about it, but reading that blog and my first reaction was like, I don't think that you figured your whole life out, and because of that, you got second at Evo.
Mm-hmm.
I got the same reaction reading what's his name had to say. Anyway,
So let's go back to these predictions that Tavakins has for the qualifiers for MLG.
Shout out
So-
to the other members of the Big Five. You know who they are.
So
the
if
last question's about Armada. What's going on with Armada? But we'll find out this weekend, if I recall. He's going to a tournament like.
That's right. So
Big
this
tournament.
weekend is ROF3, which is the qualifier for MLG in Europe.
Quickly, what's everybody give percentage-wise chance probability that Leffen beats him again?
0.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad you
75%.
guys are on the same page. I was gonna say
75% that Leffen wins Prague?
what?
75%. Because
75.
Whoa.
let me,
Wait a minute.
if Armada sticks to his guns and does what he said he's doing,
Fox
which
Ditto.
is going Fox for the Ditto, I do
don't know
not
about
believe
that.
in him.
I'll
do
give
not
it
believe
a
him if he does that.
7.5% chance.
Okay. If he goes Peach, I say 20%. If he goes
Wait, actually, you know what?
Fox,
Let me rethink this. I've been watching a couple of European tournaments. Sorry to cut you off, Sheridan. There was another tournament where he did Fox Dittos against Professor Pro, and it was actually very, very close. And if you're playing Professor Pro, not Leffen,
I think he should
I
just
don't
go
believe-
Peach and bop him.
yeah. Well,
last time
wasn't
the
Professor
Peach came
Pro
out, and
third at that tournament that Leffen won?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
We know Professor Pro's below fuzziness, so that's all we know of his skill level, right? That's I don't know.
Did you just say that all we know about Leffen is that he's better than fuzziness?
No, all we
No,
know about
about-
Professor Pro is that he's worse than fuzziness.
Oh, well, then Professor Pro is not relevant.
Damn.
You have to at least beat fuzziness for me to want to talk about it.
Didn't fuzziness go into NorCal and poop on you guys?
Dude, I don't want to talk about it.
No, he beat Brandon or
He
something.
definitely had some good wins.
Yeah, it's
But then the
fuzziness.
next tournament he got junked.
next tournament he got.
I don't know about junked, but
Everybody
he lost
stopped being
it.
afraid of him
Yeah,
All right.
because we were like,
All right.
"Oh, dude, this guy's the best in England or whatever."
yeah. Who's from England? Nobody
Exactly.
cares.
Wow.
It's like saying that you made the best cheeseburger in England. Still like one of the worst cheeseburgers I've ever had. Dude, me and Mango had a cheeseburger in England. Jesus, this is the worst cheeseburger I've ever
Ooh.
eaten.
Anywhere outside of
it was
the
like
US.
a 10-pound LB or whatever pound burger. It's like $20. Horrible.
Oh my gosh.
So mad.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so that's what's his name? That's
Nothing's
Professor
worse than
Pro.
a bad burger, you know.
So bad.
You just think it's a safe choice. I'm not gonna spend too much. You know, I don't know what to get. Burger. You know, there it's
Burger.
done.
Right.
And then you get the bad burger, and it's just your whole confidence in your ability to make choices in life is shaken.
Dude, how is Soft have the most qualifier points, by the way?
Because he's gone like
He's
every
going to
qualifier.
every event.
Why is he not? How is he not already qualified?
Well, because you have to wait to the end to see who has the most points.
Well, but
The
how do
only
we
way
know
you
that
can
Mango?
auto qualify is by winning.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's the only way to automatically 100% qualify.
right. So let me just go back to these predictions first. So the auto qualifying people so far, we've got Mango, Mewtwo King, Hungry Box, and Remen made the journey to Japan and won the qualifier over there.
Surprise,
Which I had-
bitches.
Nobody, yeah. I don't think anybody had any idea that was happening.
Yeah.
So whoever wins this weekend in France will auto qualify, and that could be Leffen, it could be Armada,
Could be ice.
could be Ice. Who knows? Maybe Remen can take it again, and then
Yeah, I mean, we all know it's gonna be Armada, right? Come on, it's gonna be Armada.
I'm not discounting Leffen yet. I'm not
All right.
discounting him yet. But
7.5.
anyway, so one of those two, and
Yeah.
then there is Pat's House, which is the SoCal qualifier. That's the week after.
Yeah.
Mewtwo King will be attending that, and he's the favorite. And if he wins, then he's going to steal an auto qualifying from somebody. But
Right.
whoever gets second and third are going to get a whole lot of points. And then the week after that, you have SK Tar 3. And Mango, Mewtwo King, PP, and Armada are all planned going to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting because PP needs a third place. If he gets the worst case scenario, gets fourth place, he's not gonna be in.
Damn.
Are we sure that he's not going to be in if he gets third?
We're pretty
Or if
sure,
he gets fourth?
unless everybody on the edge, such as Duck, Hacks, Soft, and
Mhm.
Zero, unless all four of them just completely bomb the bracket and don't get any points.
Mhm.
Because PP with fourth, oh man, I don't have this memorized. With third, he'd have 2,200, and that's good enough.
Mhm.
2,200 is like barely enough.
Right. That's the
begin with.
prediction. Right.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
next level down for the 5,000 series qualifier, it will not be enough. Well, I think we can say that with a lot of certainty.
Uh-huh. Mhm. So who are the people with the most points right now that haven't auto qualified or are not necessarily going to auto qualify? So we know Armada, I mean, he's going to two of these qualifiers. So if he doesn't get first at any of them, he's got points. We know that.
He's gonna be in for sure.
Leffen is in all likelihood going to get second at ROF3, which is probably going to be
Yep.
enough, right?
And even third would be enough.
Even third. All right.
Yes.
So the people who are the Tavakins' predictions for the rest of the field are PP. You know, if he gets third at that tournament, that's
Mhm.
going to be. I mean, that's still going to be really hard. You're going to have
It
to
is.
beat at least one of
Yep.
Mango, Mewtwo King, or Armada. You got to beat
Yes.
one of those.
Hmm.
So that's going to be difficult. And then the people who are looking to get the most points in the near future, West Balls is probably going to have a pretty good run at Pat's house. And according to Tavakins' chart, he's going to SK Tar 3 also.
Yep.
And
I've
if
heard.
he does well there, he's going to get a lot of points.
Hmm.
Duck has already accumulated 1,200 points.
Yeah, Duck's kind of been under the radar. Even none
sucks.
of us, even in Michigan, we had not been thinking about this. Like, oh, he might be on the fence for MLG if he does well here. But all of a sudden, like he put together two really solid performances at two MLG qualifiers,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got 1,200 points, and he's going to Skatar. So I think he needs a 13th place at Skatar to really lock up that spot, which
Uh-huh.
I think is very doable for him. Very,
definitely
very.
was reach.
Hey, by the way, is the TAFO predictions up on the stream? Is everybody looking at this?
Just go to meleeiton.me. It's the first article.
Do you guys see the
I
pictures
just
at the
posted
very
it.
end? The 16 pictures.
Yeah, the collage.
That's 12.
The 12 pictures, dude. How did he do this? This looks like a ransom note. It looks like he literally cut them out and like just smacked. This is so funny.
Yeah, they're kind of all, the borders are all on top of each other.
Dude, Tafo's such a funny guy.
Um,
I wanted to say that observation.
I
And
love
then-
Redmond's photo. Like,
oh,
it's
yeah,
just-
yeah.
he's like in the bathroom of some.
Like
Hotel,
an airport or something.
Yeah.
He looks mad. Why do I have to take my picture?
We call it grinder photo.
Yeah. Oh my God. Get him, bro.
So then actually the person with the most points that's not auto-qualified right now is Soft.
Yeah.
And he just needs to get pretty much any points at all.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically qualified unless some kind of disaster happens.
2200 is that magic number we
Yeah.
think is the threshold, and he's at 1990. All he needs is a 25th at Pat's house or Skatar.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think a 17th at Pat's house or a 25th at Skatar.
Okay, I don't know the points table off the top of my head. And then I guess whoever gets third at the French tournament is going to be in too, right? And
Yes. Mhm.
the prediction is ice. Now, is there anybody that could come out from behind and kind of swoop on that third place?
I think
depends
just
on
like
the day.
You know, maybe a bracket. Maybe there's some,
Ugh.
the bracket doesn't get seated right, and there's people on the same side of the bracket, and then he
see, it's
ends
hard to bracket luck your way to third though by avoiding.
No,
people.
I'm saying you can bracket luck out of third. You can get bracket fucked.
Oh, yeah, just put 2 pups in his first couple rounds. There
Well,
you go.
what I'm saying is if you get all 3 people on one side of the bracket, you could lose. You could end
Yep.
up having to face one of them.
You're
for
actually
4th
right.
Place.
But I really don't think that's going to happen with the level of TOing at this.
Right.
Slohoka, is that I don't know how to
I
pronounce
just
his
say
name.
Sloka.
Sloka, okay. He's going to be there and
Yeah.
very
He's
very
a
accomplished.
smart guy.
Yo.
Yeah.
I don't think he would
I like that guy.
make that mistake. Putting
So-
3 of them on the same side.
Anybody else besides Ice? candidate?
Baxon, from France, the Falco player, he's really, really sporadic. I think he's like one of the probably top 2 or 3 Falcos in Europe.
Was it
But
Baxon?
it-
BAXON?
yeah, he's really solid when he's on. I think he could threaten. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we got the veteran himself, the other AMSA, and the other AMSA.
Yeah.
The AMSAs will be there, and I hope
I
they're going to play for the rights to the name.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Zighetto might be the number 4 right now in Europe. Is that anywhere even near the truth?
Well, I'm not sure. However, if you go to Salty Playground's website, they have a nice little compendium
have
on
a
some of
really
the top players that are attending.
So if I had to guess, if somebody were to upset Ice or Leffen to take one of those top 3 spots, I would guess maybe Zighetto would have a chance. But that's just me speaking from not that much background knowledge. So don't quote me on that.
And who knows? Maybe everyone's prayers will be answered, and people will break through that glass
Dude,
ceiling.
you actually pronounce it like Yappy?
Yappy?
Yappy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
you're
no,
talking-
wait. No. Hold on. I think it's JP.
I don't know.
$20 side bet, Bobby. I think it's
I
JP.
think it's Yappy.
Yappy. $20? You want to shake on that?
What if it's neither? What if it's
No, because I've been
Yubi
losing
or
all my
something?
$20 bets, dude. It's so
Damn
bad.
it. That was a really bad hustle attempt by me. I should have acted more like I
You
was
know
not
for sure?
$20. I'm not really sure.
Wow, that was the worst hustle attempt.
So just looking through some of the featured players, AMSA, Baxon, Salpa, Sire, I can't pronounce his name, Tech, Ice, Domling, Posse, Armada, Leffen, Android. Oh, Over Triforce is in attendance as well.
Okay.
Yo,
Very
speaking
nice.
of people who who always beat me and who wouldn't now over Triforce. I am so ready for that rematch, dude.
Yo, he grabbed you more than I've ever seen.
I will never get grabbed like that ever again. Like Street Fighter, I think Street Fighter Scar, that will never happen again. I just won't stand there and get grabbed. Oh, Gifted Robo Hobo, welcome to the family, my friend. Thank you so much for subscribing. Gifted.
Okay.
What a name.
Gifted Robo Hobo. All right, I'm down with it.
Anyway, I was playing Hybrid yesterday at like a fest or whatever, and I lost
Tuesday. Yeah.
I lost like 2 games in a row because I was standing there and he kept grabbing me, and I was like, "What? I don't have to do this anymore. I'm just gonna whoop him." And I played a lot better. Same goes to you over Triforce. $50, $50 next time I see you.
Ooh. You know, I still remember when $50 was a big money match for the Smash community.
Oh yeah.
Now it's 4 digits or bust.
This name ruined it. 20 side bet over Scar involves at least 20 grabs. Definitely go
Dude.
over there, dude.
Shout outs to
Over's got
side
that
bets.
style. He grabs a lot. He's got that great mix up with the dash attacks and the grabs.
He doesn't, though. All he does is run up and
What?
grab. Every time
Okay.
he thinks he's going to dash attack, he never hits the A button.
And then make him dash attack you.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
I think we're ready for the Buster.
Let me do. Okay. Can we talk about the qualifier system?
No,
Oh God.
no.
Let me just do a quick rundown.
Dude.
Oh. That's okay. Link them to the PowerPoint.
All right. Here we go.
No, come on. Okay.
Bobby,
This is
Bobby,
gonna
I'm
be fine.
overruling you. I'm overruling
Bobby,
you.
this Google presentation is so legit. Just click on it. You will be.
Okay.
You will convert.
Wait. Bobby's
welcome
car.
to the family, Bobby's car.
Wait, what?
Who is that?
For subbing and supporting
Who's
us.
the troll?
Dude, Bobby's car has been in the chat like every time.
Oh yeah.
Bobby's car is a long time viewer.
So loyal, man.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Hang on, wait. Let me. I need 1 second before we start talking about it. Does anybody have a Google form that I made the link? I want to get this group chat rolling while you talk about this.
Google Form.
Here it is. I got it. Hang on 1 sec.
Well, John just put up the PowerPoint, the Google presentation, so we've got a nice visual to go through.
Okay,
Sheridan,
so while
you
you
wanna?
guys talk about that, wait.
Okay.
Let's say goodbye.
Mango peaced out. He's going to
Oh,
watch
Mango
football.
Beast.
Yeah.
What a goof. All right, so anybody who wants to be part of the Melee and All Me group chat on Twitch, submit through that form. See that form?
One field in the form.
Yeah. And then I will add you to the group chat.
And it's actually a really, really good idea because sometimes, especially with larger streams, we get sub chat, and all you guys that aren't, giving that chat $5 or $8 or $30 a month can't talk to one another. Here's a good place to do it. And
Guys, tweet
'cause
out this stream and get this group chat going because we need to beat Ken. He's currently 43 viewers ahead of us.
No way.
And I'm looking at the Smashboards widget that shows the streams.
Liquid Ken is above us? Come on,
Liquid
dude.
Ken is above us.
Come
That's
on,
unacceptable.
I
guys.
thought he was streaming on Wednesdays now. He's stepping. He's
stepping.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I would actually never watch Ken instead of us.
Okay, so can I do this rundown real quick or what?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So everybody that I have talked to has no idea how the MLG qualifying system works. And even kind of reading it on the Smashboards thread, it's a little difficult to figure out. But I put the time in, and Tapikins helped me out, and he made this nice presentation, this nice PowerPoint presentation with these slides that graphically explain how it works, because it's just strangely complicated for whatever reason. I think they're trying to emulate what they've done with StarCraft in the past, which may or may not be a good idea. I'm not going to comment on it right now because that's beside the point. But basically, it works like this. We've got the 12 people that already qualified from winning a tournament or having the most points, all right? And then you also have the open bracket, which is, can be maybe 1,000 people. At the end of that big-ass open bracket, you're going to have 4 people in winners and 4 people in losers. The 4 people in winners are going to meet up with those other 12 people in qualifiers, and they're going to play a round-robin pool to seed them 1 through 8 in 2 different pools or in 2 different brackets. So we got 16 people in 2 pools. They're all going to play, and they're going to get seeded into 2 separate brackets. And then you throw as 2 seeds those 4 people from losers in the open bracket. So the brackets, you've got 2 brackets of 10 people, and it's a double elimination bracket, and the winners of each bracket are going to play each other in grand finals. So the point of this is to make sure that grand finals is not a rematch of something that's already happened.
Mm-hmm.
However, the strange thing about these brackets is that so there's only going to be 2 people in winners in this bracket, and there's going to be 8 people in losers. So it's actually kind of this strangely shaped bracket, and you can see hopefully on the stream now a slide of how this bracket works. So basically, first and second seed from these pools are already in winners finals, and they just play a game, one set, and you're in grand finals. However, the people who are seeded lower have to go through a pretty big gauntlet in order to make it to have a chance at grand finals. So you can see that the 2 people from losers bracket from the open bracket, they play the 7th and 8th seeds from those pools, and then they've got a long road ahead of them. So there's 6 rounds in losers before you get the chance to play for grand finals again. So I'm not sure exactly why it's structured this way, but this is how they've done it in the MLG StarCraft events. So this didn't come from thin air. There's a precedent for it. Again, I don't quite understand why it's done this way, but either way, I think it's going to make, maybe it's silly, but it's going to result in some good matches, hopefully. And everybody likes to see, big, long gauntlet runs, Mango at pound 3, of course. So if we see something like that, if Mango doesn't get first or second seed in one of these pools, you're going to have to see another one of those gauntlet runs. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
They don't want any sort of inkling of collusion going through people's minds because you do not want to get any lower seed than you have to at this one in this format.
Right.
And it's going to play up to the spectatorship, which MLG has always been about. Like just looking at their revenue stream, they've stopped doing what they did in the past with a bunch of events in the year. It's like matter as much, but the spectators and the
on purpose or not, but this is going to be very difficult for upsets to happen in the top.
Yeah,
I would say top 6.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not entirely certain it's like a total round robin in these pools of 8, but to fluke your way to top 3 in a pool of the top 16 best players in the world is extremely difficult. So with all likelihood, you're going to see what we see in the top 3 or 4 seeds in each of these pools is going to be close to what we expect. And it's even harder for somebody that doesn't make it, doesn't get a high pool seed to go through this big bracket. So for better or for worse, this plays to the advantage of, the people who we know are at the top of the skill level.
Yep. I think we've had enough of that.
Yeah.
2 minutes of
I just got through the list, so perfect.
format.
Everyone
Explaining a
who
format.
asked to be added to the group
Mhm.
chat has in fact been added. So welcome to the group chat family.
Nice.
Now back to the actual chat. All right. Is it Crimson Buster time?
Yeah, let's bring him in.
Sheridan's asked if we want to do a quick break. Krog, how are you feeling about a quick break, or you want to just power through?
I want to power through it. It's 11 o'clock over here.
Yeah,
All right.
I think we're almost done. Do you want to skip this section and go to the next one, or do you want to just call in? Oh, I guess we already have.
I think the Smash Vault is a high
It's
priority
important.
topic. Yeah.
It's important.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, well, there you go.
Add people, Arian. All right. So he's all right. We're getting him in right now. Everybody, say hi to the Crimson a-hole.
But we should also say hi to Lance in the Pants because he's
Lance
a subscriber.
No, he didn't. Lance
He did.
in the pants. Welcome to
Yo,
the family.
the legend.
Dude, I've always wanted Lance in the Pants to team with Paul's to the Wall.
Just like you've always wanted Tien to team with the Moon. Oh wait, that happened at Shuffle.
Wait, what
That was so funny.
why is that funny? I don't understand.
All right, never mind. You're no.
I'm
Not
like
gonna.
thinking of all the reasons why. I mean, the Moon is a fraud and sucks.
Don't worry about it, Bobby. If you haven't gotten it by now, you never will.
Yeah.
Oh man, you really don't. You don't have this connection, do you?
Nope.
All right, think about it some more.
All right, we're gonna kick Arian out. He's failing us.
Yeah, he's not even here.
He's failing.
What a scrub lord.
Yeah, dude.
That's like his thing.
Yep.
He's just
You're
a
supposed to be on.
Crimson Scrubber.
Crimson Scrub Lord. Hey, Scar, I'm a Ken fan.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he in?
Yeah, he's in. He's got a dumb microphone that sounds horrible.
Screw you, Scar.
What's up, Arian? How's it going, man?
How you doing, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. My life is a lot better in that time.
Oh,
But now,
he's been like sitting in his room practicing that joke. It's like, how do I deliver this?
No, dude, my delivery is perfect. If I was practicing, it'd be even better than
On
that.
point, dude.
Thanks, bro.
What's up, man?
Nothing much, bro. I just moved into this new place. That's why it's like so barren. But I've been chilling. Yeah.
So it's actually
so-
just, it's a picture of you, right? You know that. We can't see your place. I just see
Oh,
I
fuck.
see a static image of like some drywall and maybe a
Yeah, that picture's like 6 years old or something.
That would be funny if that you were going for that joke. It's like, you know, my picture is my place is kind of quiet these days.
Oh, I thought my webcam was on. Whatever. I'll turn it on right now. Screw you, dude.
No, Tien and Toph commentated together before.
They did not get on my level.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they
funny.
did.
But what is the deal with Tien and Moon? I don't get it. Someone tell me.
Oh my God, Bobby.
Hey, Scar.
They have nothing to do with each other.
Do you want to? Do you want to slap Tapikins to the moon?
I don't think he's seen it.
I haven't
don't-
seen it.
Okay, I knew there's no way he had seen it and
Just
not.
don't get it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Well, you were there.
You're
So.
here to talk to me about something, right? What do you want? Why are you here?
Dude, see, the reason why I'm here, and I don't like, being on this show, but I had to because I know all 5 of you haven't watched that video that I made.
I'm not gonna lie.
watched the video.
I haven't watched it yet.
Dude, okay, no,
watched the video.
I guarantee you none of you 5 have watched that. That video is the least watched video on YouTube right now.
Will
It's
you
somehow
link-
crawled.
Will you link to the video? Let's give it the Melee and All Me bump, dude.
Dude, someone in the chat should do it right now.
You don't even have the link to your own video.
Dude,
What
someone in the-
preparation have you done? You didn't turn your webcam on. You didn't fix up your place for me.
Oh, that place is pretty fixed up. This
The only
is as fixed
preparation
up as
you
it
made
gets.
was that dumb joke.
That joke, great.
5 minutes.
But you're talking about preparation. You didn't even watch the video, bro?
I didn't even know there was a video. What is the Smash Vault?
Oh my god. Okay, well.
Oh
so,
man.
So, anyways, the Smash Vault, and there's a shortened version of the video, which is like a minute long. The 15-minute video is like the full version that I hilariously showed on the SSS stream just to kind of like get the full. Dude, it's me in front of a webcam for 15 minutes, but like, dude, It's an important 15 minutes.
Dude,
man.
I
I'm telling
Oh,
literally-
Arian, you know how YouTube
Everyone
has
in
the
this
analytics?
stream has to
I want-
open this video and just
I want you to go to the YouTube analytics
No,
and
dude, I'm
see
not-
like
just see the
what the
precipice.
average attention span of the video is. I bet
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
the biggest
Oh my
drop off
God.
after the first 10 seconds of any video in the history of YouTube.
dude, you guys need to wait until you see the full length documentary that Soundbox is making for me.
Dude, it's like
Full
you just
45 minutes. I
it's
can't
like-
wait to release
it's
that one.
you just yelling at. I just open the video and I just see your face and what's up, Smash World? Just like way too loud for like the
15 minutes of talking about CRT TVs. Like,
The funny thing is, the
Explain
minute-long
how, like,
video.
CRT works in this. You give like the full. I mean, I can't imagine what you're feeling this time.
Oh my god. It actually is. It is a completely like the good thing about the video, and I'm actually happy that ended up happening, is that it caused like a few core people. The people who actually watched all 15 minutes, shouts to William Moss and Sarah Zero. The people who actually watched it like got hella inspired and became like super hardworking towards the cause because they actually understand it like
Just
with
imagine
full,
it.
like they get the full scope of that, right? But
I
like,
will help them with the TVs.
no, dude, the guy's the homemade. You can't do the fake voice on that. So that's the good thing about the video. Now the minute-long version, which I spent about maybe 3 to 4 minutes on. That has like 1,200 views naturally, but like the 15-minute version has like 120, which is actually has the full scope of everything. Regardless, we're releasing another video soon that's actually like kind of exciting. The topic is extremely boring, so it's kind of, and unpopular, but it's a good like public service announcement and it's an important topic. So it's hard to relay in a way that's exciting, but. You know, I tried to do it. I went the other direction. I made it as boring as possible, so no one would enjoy themselves right before grand finals of SSS.
Nice.
So yeah, I did a good thing there.
I accomplished your feat, your goal.
Yeah, my goal was to bore people. Yeah. So, but the point is,
what is Smash Ball? You still haven't answered this question.
You don't have the answer, Sway.
Oh my god. Okay, so what Smash Vault is basically we got together with that's Team Oxy. We got together. We talked to MLG and Evo, and we signed up some stuff, and we agreed that they need setups for their events. It's actually, I think it'll be a disaster if this doesn't happen. If you guys remember last Evo, everything we had to go through to even have like a tournament. You guys know this is actually like a super necessary thing.
Shout out to
and that
Dog for like killing himself on the Thursday night.
Yeah, the Thursday night was crazy. I think it was like Matt.Zeb and Frog were like running around like to people's hotel rooms finding TVs or something. I didn't want that to happen again, especially considering we might increase our entrant count by like 50%. You know, 150% of what we had last year. It's just not gonna work. It's disaster. It's gonna happen if something wasn't done. So it's been a few months since I've been talking with them. So
Have people? I'm so sorry. Has anybody heard what the current registration count is for Evo? By the way.
We don't have a current count. However, we do know that we are on pace to hit 1,000.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, I heard on the James Chen show on like today, I was listening to it, and they said there were like close to 1,000 people.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Wait a minute.
That's probably like extrapolating the slope,
Yeah.
right? We all know that registration
man.
doesn't go like this. It goes like that.
And you think that the Evo staff is not?
Sheridan, but are you
anticipating
sure
that?
about that for Evo?
Yeah,
it
I
might
mean-
be different for Evo. We don't have the
This is
entrance
not
data.
This
Well,
is not
okay,
ROM
right.
10.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's still going to be a kind of elbow in that slope, but it won't be as
Sure.
big. Probably.
Sure. Yeah, but it's not going to be like 10 entrants the day before the deadline and then
Right.
147 like at the next episode.
Right. Yeah. The next episode, it was like the week before registration ends. I think we had 35, and then by the end of registration, we had like 140 or something.
Y'all should take notes from me. Like I looked at my entrance data for the last couple of Big House.
Right,
It actually is pretty linear over time.
Anyway, go ahead, Crimson.
Congratulations.
I'm sorry. I wanted
you,
to say the
Sheridan.
number 1,000 with regards to Melee.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be historic. That's bleh. That'd be ridiculous.
Right, Ariane.
yeah. So
Something
anyways,
about TVs.
those numbers are great. So we decided we're going to help out with MLG and Evo to make sure they have setups. And we found a free storage solution in our venues. Super Arcade and MTG Deals are the venues of Mayhem and SSS. So they decided that they'll store the TVs indefinitely for us if we acquire them. So MLG and Evo funded us. So they said we'll give you money if you solve our setup solution. And MTG Deals and Super Arcade decided that they'll indefinitely store it. So my job from that point forward was to figure out how we're going to get all these TVs. And actually, the best conclusion is a really unorthodox method, which is to go through Craigslist and do a grassroots effort to bring the TVs in.
Mostly what you got to do.
Mostly because buying TVs in bulk is largely illegal because of heavy copper regulations. So you can't really buy TVs in bulk legally. And when you do it in a shady way, which is like go to a hotel that's moving away from CRTs to HDTVs, you kind of have to wait until that kind of opportunity presents itself, and there isn't anything like that in SoCal right now.
So you're not allowed to buy more than a certain number of TVs, of CRTs at once because of copper. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, especially from recycling facilities. So what happens is, and Goodwill can't do it either. So Goodwill and recycling facilities are really heavily regulated in that sense. So buying in bulk isn't really a thing you could do. So basically the initiative, and it's already started. We already have 4 TVs, and we should be by the end of the week at 13, which is really good. Our goal for week 1 was 10. If we get to that point, we'll be on our way to our ultimate goal of 40. And we're not just getting any TVs; we're getting a very specific model of TVs. So they're all going to be the same model. They're going to be the highest end CRTs money can buy. It's extremely high quality TVs. Yeah, 24 inches is the standard that we're doing, with a few 20 and 27 inches first in there, and the stream setup's going to be like immaculate. It's going to have headphone jacks in the front. All of them are going to have component input. Yeah, both players can put earplugs in for headphones. So if we wanted, we could have a completely silent venue. So no Dreamland anywhere. And you can just
it would
play.
only be millions of controllers click-clacking. That sounds
Yo,
good.
I actually love that idea. I know it's not a popular one, but Cactuar brought up some noise pollution thread in the MIOM Facebook group a while ago. I don't want to derail from this. Go on, Arian. What is the make and model of this high-quality TV you're talking about?
So it's the Sony Trinitrons FS and FV.
Dude, I had a Trinitron. I gave it to the Foundry, and then they got rid of it.
What?
Did you have a gray Trinitron, like the gray ones with the flaps in the front?
The gray one, the gigantic.
I used to have one of those too.
My God.
Those are really good, actually. That's
I
actually
know,
the
it's
best
like
CRT.
it's a godlike TV. I told the guy at the Foundry that it's like what they used for Marvel 2. It was like tournament standard.
Right.
Wait,
And
so
the thing,
what if I can get it? Where do I send it to SoCal?
So if you're going to Pat's house, you can just give it to us there.
I'm not going to Pat's house, Blur.
You're not going to Pat's house?
You're errand boy, dude.
I'm going to Pat's house.
All right, cool, Sheridan. Give it to Sheridan. He'll give it to us.
I'm not taking your TV.
It's so big, dude.
Dude, I'm not even driving.
It
I'm
takes
riding
like 4
with.
people to move that TV.
I'm riding
How
with,
big is it?
It's gigantic. You know what it is. A Trinitron.
Yeah.
It's
like
I know,
30
not
inches.
movable.
Oh, no, we don't want the 30-inch one, so don't worry about it. We only want like 24 inches. Like 30 inches is ridiculous. You know that, obviously.
Yeah, it's the Grand Finals TV, dude. It is is
Yeah.
like the Evo Grand Finals TV.
Right. So we're for the stream stuff, and we're trying to bring back what MLG had back in the day, which is maybe using multiple TVs for like a team set, especially on stage. So we're gonna have a few stream TVs. Like if you want to do a 3-stream solution, you can have multiple TVs set up for those streams. Things like that. It's basically to establish a standard moving forward for CRTs at tournaments. I'm kind of sick of going to tournaments, and I think over time the quality of the CRTs has gone down. Everyone's been just getting these portable ones that they can carry easily. And if you've been going to tournaments, you know that lately, especially, you've been seeing more TVs with color disfiguration and like lighting issues and things that just like you can barely play on this, right? Right now, I feel like almost every tournament has one TV with like that barely works, that doesn't, like, the volume just doesn't work, and like they're playing on hacked melee, so you can barely see anyways. Red Sheik on Congo
I
Jungle
will
is
not
like,
play on one of those. I will not play on the stupid hacked melee.
Do you know what I think's really funny? Like, Arian, you should just practice, dude.
what do you mean?
What do you mean you can't play on these TVs? You suck. Get better. You can play
Dude,
on
I
any
don't-
TV.
Screw you, bro.
You are
Screw
not
you,
at the
bro.
level where you should be complaining about TVs.
Wow.
Well, I'm not really worried about it for myself. I haven't really entered for like 6 weeks, so.
Arian, our set was 2-1, right? You beat me, right?
Dude, no one beats me.
Speaking of- Right?
No one beats me on Fountain. You should-
Maybe we can do the money match, dude. Like best of 3 on Fountain.
You know, I did a best of 5 with Connor the Kid on Fountain.
On Fountain?
You know
You
who
beat
won?
Connor the Kid on Fountain?
No one beats me on Fountain, bro.
Dude, no. Actually, though, best of 3 on Fountain, $50.
I'll
You know-
trudge you on time.
You won't touch me. No one beats me on Fountain,
Dude, let's
bro.
go. There was one stock match. I got you. You suck.
It wasn't that close. It was like one stock where I was like at 0 though.
I'm gonna
You know
whoop
beats
you,
me on
dude.
Fountain. You know we be on Fountain.
You
Bro.
give me 3 games on Fountain. If it's 2-0, you have to give me $100. And if
Dude, it
it's
sounds like you want to
and
give
if
up
it's
money.
2-0, I'll give you $100.
Well, what's gonna happen? You're not even going to Pat's house. I don't even think you're a player anymore.
Super
We
sweet.
should meet-
No,
We should meet up at, like,
let's do it on Super Sweet. Let's do it on the stream setup.
Oh yeah,
Yo.
you're going. We should go. Yeah.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna whoop you, dude.
Dude, you're gonna
Yo.
get bodied. You're gonna get bodied.
Do it on a TV with color disfiguration to mess up.
Hey, did a certain Jesse Ewing play you on a Fountain of Dreams with?
Oh!
Oh my! No, I don't want to talk. No. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Was that on Fountain
Let's,
of
let's
Dreams?
not do that to Arian. No, dude. Let's move on.
Okay. All right.
It's Scar. You probably can't beat him unless you go Kirby. I'm not gonna lie.
He disconnected the moment that you brought up him losing to Kirby. It's so.
Dude, that was not me. That was not on purpose.
That was on
actually the call
purpose,
drop.
dude. That was on purpose.
Dude, that
He
was, just,
dipped.
that was honestly that was
Said,
not me.
Get
Dude.
me out of here.
That was not me. I don't know. I missed what Sheridan said. I have no idea what
You
happened.
know what he said, though. You
No, I
know
didn't
what he
say it.
said.
I
You know
jumped
in
right
your
into
heart
that.
what he said.
It was so sad. I just everything just drops. What technical difficulty is so sad. Ugh.
Wait, Arian, I want to keep moving, but dude, is there anything that the average viewer can do to help the Smash Vault succeed? What do you want from us?
So, people out of region, number one way they can help is, first of all, spread the hashtag, and also help us edit the Google Doc. Basically, the Craigslist posting, there's so many so-called Craigslist, and there's so many Trinitrons on those Craigslist. And right now we have like 3 or 4 editors who are going through everything, and that takes a lot of time, and sometimes we can't be online to see when a new listing comes up. So we need just people on that doc updating it at all times. That really helps. If you're in region in SoCal, it's basically whenever we tell people to pick one up, be there and then pick it up right when we say it, like as soon as you can, and then we'll reimburse you.
Right.
There's a bunch of incentives that we're actually doing to help, so the contributors are rewarded. You get free singles and teams entry at an SSS for each CRET you bring, and we're also at the end of everything. We're going to do raffles and leaderboard prizes for all when we pull all the contributors together. So we're going to put all the contributors together. We're going to take out the Oxy members, which is actually going to be probably I'm assuming the Oxy members are going to contribute at least 10, and then you minus the big stream setup. That's probably going to be a group of like 26 people, and from those people we're going to do raffles and leaderboards prizes. And they're going to get pretty big prizes with what we got planned. So. It's, there's a little bit of incentive there, but it's mostly about helping out and, getting good karma and community help and stuff like that.
Well, good work, Arian. I'm really excited.
Dude,
Thank you
he's doing God's work with
Thank
this.
you for taking this on your shoulders.
So we make fun of him and shit like that, and this isn't like the sexiest topic to spend 15 minutes in front of a webcam talking about, but this is like so important. I just want to say that.
Can I say why it's important? Like, why is this important?
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's important because, and I realized it was important when I went to that recycling facility. And so I talked to Goodwill's managing director of all of Southern California, and I went to one of the head recycling facilities in the area. And basically, the places are just like, they're not used for anything else but destroying CRTs effectively. Like, they don't do anything else. They just destroy. It's like a pipeline. Goodwill doesn't even sell them. Basically, they just get them from people, and then they bring them to the recycling facilities, and then they get money back from the recycling, and then that's how they fund their business. It's a direct line because no one goes to the auctions to buy CRTs from Goodwill, so they don't even put them in the auctions anymore. So, and I was talking to the recycling facility guys, and they were telling me how many less CRTs they've been getting year by year. I had a graph in front of me, right, and it just showed me how few CRTs are out there comparative to like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And right now, this is something we have to take care of because in the future, there's going to be even less on the market. And right now, the fact that right now you can't buy in bulk and we have to do these janky Craigslist solutions tells me that the ways we're going to get CRTs are just going to get harder and harder as time goes on, and no manufacturer is going to pop up. Manufacturing a CRT is not like manufacturing a GameCube controller. When you make a GameCube controller, we can get like Mad Catz or Razer or some other company to maybe make one, in the future. But a CRT, that's hard. That's really hard to make, and a lot of it's a lost art. The engineers who made the original Sony Transtrons aren't around anymore. So it's not going to happen anytime soon. The ones we have are the ones we're looking forward to. And the good thing is, thankfully, they're durable. So if we get them now, it can actually last us like 10, 20 years if we wanted to. So this Vault is going to be around forever. It's going to be in SoCal's hand for a long, long time. And since Trantrons are the easiest to repair
Wait,
and have the best...
I don't understand, Blur. What if I care more about NorCal? Why am I supposed to collaborate with you?
Make a NorCal
I make my own
Vault.
Vault.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So what do I care about your Vault? Why are we talking about your Vault?
And because that's the one we have to do for MLG and Evo. I mean, that's pretty important.
MLG and Evo, man.
Yeah, bro.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good reason.
I strongly encourage people to use that same hashtag for your own vaults. Make a vault in your region if you're a head TO or a leader in that community. And you don't have to make 40 like we do. Like 40 is going to be a really arduous task. It's going to be hard. But having a vault of 10 that you can store anywhere, that is huge for the lifeblood of everything. You can host things much easier that way, and then you can actually have, like, for example, a legit grand final setup, and you can have legit stuff that you can play matches on, and you can go by that standard that we're hoping to make a national standard with these specific models of Transtrons.
I've heard enough, Crimson Blur. I got a question for you.
So
you're telling me that we're losing CRTs, taking them apart, right? Nobody's gonna make any more. Fine, whatever. The problem is that doesn't affect me right now. Every time I walk around the corner, I see another CRT on the street. If I cared, I would pick them up and put them in my own vault. All right? My question to you is, when is that going to stop being the reality? When do we actually have to do something?
Dude, I can answer that.
How long in the future do we have before it's too late?
Bobby, this is what people don't understand. Like, when you talk about this question gets brought up, like, I feel like every year. Like, when Melee dies, it's probably going to be because of some technical constraints. It's not because the community is going to lose interest. And we talked about, is it going to be cubes and Melee discs? Is it going to be controllers? Is it going to be CRT TVs? It is absolutely going to be CRT TVs. That's a limiting reagent to our community.
Yeah, but 2014 is still a prosperous year for CRTs. You can find,
I think if Arian showed that graph showing the decline in CRTs, and maybe if somebody did some data parsing of Craigslist to show how much rarer it is for a CRT TV listing, I think that would really shock some people and make people more interested.
But
in this
here's the other thing: the technology for things like the AverMedia LGP is only going to get better in the future.
But it's not. No. It's not there yet. It's not there yet.
But so that's in the video.
We need enough CRTs to get us to that point where this kind of hardware is cheap enough that anybody can use it. Right now, it's at the point where only a couple people are going to have it, and it's just going to be used for streaming, finals and stuff like that. You're just going to have one setup that has it, because that's all we can do right now.
Okay, so about the AverMedia, and this is part of the video. For the
I want to talk about people will watch a 15-minute video if they care.
Wow.
I'm done, dude. We talked about the Smash Ball. I feel really good about this. I agree, Crimson Blur, that this is good. Let's go, man.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'll see you at Super Sweet.
Dude, I'll see you, dude.
I'm so excited for that. Okay. Thanks for coming on, dude.
$50 money match, fool.
Dude, I'll destroy you.
Gamer will be there. He's streaming it.
Goodbye.
Yeah, peace.
Bobby, you're so mean.
Well, Bobby's got to get things done, All
right, we're going to talk about one more thing, and then we're leaving. I'm not talking about option select, so I don't know what this is. We're not talking about it.
All right. That sounds good.
Project.
Sounds good to me, because I don't know anything about option select.
Next time.
I'm the FGC noob.
So
I'll tell you about him later.
To a different part of the FGC. I had an interview posted on Melee Army's site today with Clint, Get Your Tournament, who's been a long-time supporter of competitive gaming. He's done Madden, he's done FPS. He used to tweet out stats on things like first hit, percentages in Street Fighter for a couple of years, and a lot of people don't know. He's actually been a part of the Smash community for a bit. I remember him uploading videos to YouTube years ago. He's actually just finished releasing his latest book, Emo Moment 37, of course, talking about Daigo's famed parry against Justin Wong. But he decided that his next topic is going to be near and dear to the Smash community. He will be interviewing 100 Smashers, that's the goal, and talking about their favorite matches and favorite sets, and compiling that into a book. So kind of another history spiel. That's about it. I really didn't have much to add on it. Everything's in the interview. He said he's looking for 64 for Melee, for Brawl as well. PM is a possibility, but right now it's kind of on the back burner. And yeah, that's about everything I wanted to cover with that. He's going to be starting the project really, really soon. What he does with these books, he's phenomenal. I highly recommend Emo Moment 37, even if you're not a fan of Street Fighter. But he treats the community with the respect that it deserves. And of course, he's a smasher. He knows us very well.
Yeah, I knew Glenn. I first met Glenn in 2004. He's from Deep NorCal, my former base of operations, and I think the first tournament I went to that wasn't TG6 or like a big tournament was some tournament that he held in his house in Monterey or Salinas, and I of course destroyed everybody. But I knew him. He ran basically every tournament in Deep NorCal, which were very few at the time, for 2 or 3 years probably for that long. And he's definitely a community first guy. And, I wish him the best for this project because he's been invested in just the fighting community time that it's great to see him, somebody live it for that long and try to make something out of it. Especially for somebody that's not a player who sticks with it and, he's put out, this isn't the first book that he's been putting out. He's done multiple and he's sticking with it. So it's great to see.
Yeah, we're on the cusp of we just passed the 12-year anniversary of Tournament Go in April. And, we've got a long history, 100 sets, 100 matches. He's got a huge task ahead of him.
Yeah, that is going to take a long time. He said, he wouldn't be surprised if it took 2 years to get this thing rolling, right? To get this thing done.
Yeah.
That's exactly what what's his name said.
Samox?
Yep.
But it'll be worth.
I think it's going to go fast. I think he can do it fast. It's just a matter of, it's going to be more on him being able to process all the data than being able to get it. Because, we've got so many new people now that want to share their experience of how they came to the scene.
Hey, real quick, Joel Guy, can you talk about before? I'm so sorry. Wait, did Joel Guy just disconnect? Uh-oh. All right, keep going, Sheridan. My bad.
Well, I basically made my point. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there that want to share their experience now that the scene is what it is. So it's going to be more about him parsing down all those entrants into what his vision is and how much time he has to do that.
And he said, he wants to cover everything. So even the old school matches like Az versus Andon with 5 stocks and items on, he's got a lot of history to cover. Should be really interesting. And of course, I hope you guys follow him on Twitter at GYT.
Sick. Twitter.com/GYT. Boom. Cool. Yeah, so I had a question for Joe Guy before. I want to ask 2 more questions and then we're gonna peace out. Rob, who is going to Super Sweet?
Okay, yeah, Super Sweet is kind of a tournament that's gone under the radar. I haven't really promoted it much, but It's a Melee and PM regional in Ann Arbor, same location as Big House, and it's happening on June 7th and 8th. And it's really kind of blown up in the last few days. Armada confirmed just last week because he's going to be in the States on his pre-MLG Evo tour. That's pretty awesome. So he's going to Skate Star, and then on June 7th, he's going to be in Michigan here at Super Sweet. Axe is coming out from Arizona. It's really exciting. Who else? Kage, Kirby Kaze, and Rainex are all coming from Canada. And you got the Midwest locals, Kells, Duck, and I'm forgetting somebody. Oh wait, Scar, are you coming? We need a commentator.
I think I'm
we need a
like
commentator, dude.
90% coming.
All right, and I think Mango's coming,
I'm gonna
but
pre-register Mango and me.
mm-hmm.
Probably
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Mango's exact words were.
Mm-hmm.
He's like pretty sure he'll go, but
Why
not
are
100.
PP and M2K not going if they're not?
I think M2K might come. Honestly, like I haven't really pressed him about it, but maybe I'll do that later this week.
I think it would be cool to get PP, M2K, and Hungry Box to come.
Dude, I mean, yeah, of course it'd be cool.
But like, what's stopping you? Let's just do it.
Sure. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just like Mango and Armada would be enough for me, but yeah, of course.
Joe guy, dude. That's such a Joe guy answer. Anyway,
Yeah,
okay, so
five
that
in
was
the Midwest.
one question, and I will if Mango's gonna go, then I'm gonna go for sure. If Mango doesn't go, I guess I'll still go because I want to go. But
Right.
the second question that I had is like just the quickest possible question. I just want to ask Sheridan, give me one example of an option select in Melee.
It depends on how you define option
Street Fighter
selects.
4 option selects. Street Fighter 2 option selects.
I really doubt there's any
Okay.
that are exactly like that because
Cool.
the way that I would understand a Street Fighter 2 option select is you have to do an input that actually can be resolved by the game two different ways, and
Depending
they both
on
have
what
to
your
be
opponent
buffered.
does.
They both have to be buffered.
Yeah.
Now, buffering moves in Melee is different than it is in Street Fighter. When you buffer a roll in Melee, you don't hit roll and then it comes out later.
Right.
You can just hold the input, and
then
the game will act like you did the input on that frame.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that you can actually buffer in Melee, well, can you do shield drop buffer in some kind of weird thing? Can't you? I think
Maybe
there's like
some shield drop.
I think there's
option select or
some kind of shield drop thing you can buffer like a 3-frame window, and then I think actually there's a weird like it's like Jigglypuff's and Kirby's second jumps, like you can buffer 1 frame in advance or something like that. Some weird thing that doesn't matter, but there's nothing that functions exactly like a Street Fighter option selected Melee. So the question at this point is, that I know of. All right, I'll say that I know of. The question is, should the definition of option select be expanded to include things that are give you more or less the same result?
No.
That's the question.
Let's just call it buffer.
Okay.
All right. And that's our show.
That was
Guys, so
Oh wait,
much-
no, you can. I'm right. Fly mentioned you can buffer jumps out of hits done. You can buffer your second jump. So that's why sometimes when you mash jump, you get your jump stolen and it doesn't. You're like, I didn't jump, but no, you actually did because you buffered it somehow and you got hit on like the first frame, and those rings came out and you just lost your jump.
The rings, dude. You never want to see the rings. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is season 4, episode 3 of Melee It On Me. We had a I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, Prague. It's like, wait, what? We had a good time here today. Thank you to who subbed today? Joe, Sweet Hobo Joe, and
No, outlaw hobo robo.
Hobo Robo.
Gifted
Thank you so-
Robo
Gifted
Hobo. dude.
robo hobo.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Gifted Robo Hobo. and
Bobby's
thank you,
car.
Bobby's
Yeah.
car, and Lance in the
Lance in
pants.
pants.
Thank you so much for becoming part of the Melee It On Me family. Anybody have any shout outs before we get out of here?
Shout outs to the NYU Game Center in 2 weeks for Spring Fighter. Free tournament. Hopefully, will reinvigorate the NY and Tri-State Smash Melee community. I hope so, man. And plus, Seth Killian will be there interviewing Alex Nye. I'm hyped about that. So, shouts to the Melee and Army family. Moment of
Shout out to
silence
you,
to
bro.
Melee and Army Mango.
Moment of silence.
Yep.
And yeah, happy that C9 Mango was born. Shout outs to Salty Playground. They're going to be streaming this weekend,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That should start when, if I'm in the United States of America? When should I be looking out for
Pretty
Armada
early
versus
tomorrow,
Lever?
I'd imagine.
Finals are on Sunday?
Right, but finals on Sunday. I don't know what the schedule is. I'd imagine you'd have to tune in super early on Sunday.
Yeah. So shout outs. Please give them a follow. Twitch.tv/Salty Playground. Rob, where are you going to stream Super Sweet? VG Bootcamp?
Yeah, it's on VG Bootcamp.
And of course, everybody here already subscribed to TV following VG Bootcamp. But if you're not, head on over to twitch.tv/VG. Follow. They have the best Smash content right now besides us. All right. Good times, everybody.
I want to do shout outs just real quick. Shout outs to everybody in NorCal on our new power rankings, and shout outs to the power ranking committee. And I also want to plug. We have the streamer in NorCal, relatively new, but he's been doing a fantastic job. And his name is Spencer.
Right?
Oh no! And Spencer and Adam both do fantastic work. And a lot of NorCal is happening now is Twitch.tv.
Guys, again, so
I
much
think
for
that's
tuning
right.
in. And we're going to leave you with this song, which I'm going to ask John to play. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Good show.
What should we raid, if anything?